Hello, everyone. My name's Tony Ferguson. I'm the Director of Evangelization here at Our Lady of Perpetual Help Parish. I've been asked to give a little bit of a recap of what myself and my evangelization team have been up to since we've been here for about 8 months now. Just to get everybody on the same page. Hopefully we're coming out of COVID and things will be able to get a little bit more back to normal. So we want to let you know what we've been up to in the meantime. So first thing that I was tasked with when I was being interviewed here for this position, and that Father Tim asked me to do, was to revamp and relook at religious education and bring it under an evangelization umbrella. Thankfully, the good Lord provides, and 2 weeks before the school year started, we were able to bring on our catechetical consultant, Sister Marie Fidelis. With 2 weeks before the school year starting, we had roughly 180 kids enrolled in our program. Since we did our big kickoff with the food truck and everything, and we had people signing up then and there, and word got out that we were starting an evangelistic religious education program, we've gone from 180 kids 2 weeks before the school year started to where we have over 300 kids enrolled. And part of what we've done with that as well is we've started our middle school youth group program to coincide with the religious education so that we can look at a different way of trying to get 7th and 8th graders, those that are being prepared for confirmation, those that are being prepared for high school, to really encounter the Lord, to know who He is. Since we've been doing that, we average on Sundays about 80 kids for our middle school youth group program. Our middle school youth minister, Kurt Kessler, has been fantastic working with them, getting them ready. Our young adult minister, Maria Yauch, has been helping him with that, and it's been a huge blessing and a huge success. Speaking of young adult ministry, we've started a young adult ministry from scratch. And starting a young adult ministry from scratch, we've collaborated with Corpus Christi Parish in the South Hills. And we've been doing a lot of amazing events where we're able to bring people in their 20s all the way into their 30s together to have community based on Jesus, but in a way that's attractive. And from that, we average over 90 young adults at all of our events. Our Lady of Perpetual Help in Corpus Christi is known around the diocese as the place for young adult ministry. So that's what we want to do. That's what we've been moving towards, is building community. All of our evangelization efforts is to build community with Jesus as the center. And that's what we're doing with our parish-wide evangelization efforts as well. Even during COVID, from the time that we started with the kickoff party, when we first merged July 1st, we had over 200 people at that kickoff party. We've had over 200 people at 3 different parish-wide events that we've had so far. And all of that is so we get as many people as possible exposed to the beautiful community that we have in this parish, but not just to the community of believers, but the fact that you can have Jesus as the center of your life and be involved in a church community and still live in the world and still witness to other people about your faith and learn about your faith and know what you're talking about and come to know the living Lord who wants to dwell within you so that you can go out and bring others here. We want you to have a healthy, welcoming home so that you feel like you have a home here in the parish so that then you can invite others in. And we've been doing that at breakneck speed, even during COVID times, where, like I said, we had over three events with over 200 people. We had another event with our Lenten mission, or our Advent mission, had over 100 people come at it. So there's a hunger for this, and you guys have been catching on. And you realize that this is a place where you can be fed. And speaking of being fed, here's the little practical part of it. Every event that we do, we have food at. Because I'm from a big family, and I would never invite anybody over my house without having something put out for them. And we believe that you parishioners and everybody else and everybody that the Lord has given us to minister to are the most important people in the world. So we put out the best that we have to offer every single time. It helps that once upon a time I owned a restaurant and I was a chef there. But all the food that we do, the parish pays for the food, and I charge them just the cost of the food, so everything's free for you. We have this crazy idea that the money that you put in the collection basket should be used to do ministry for you. And that's what we're doing, and that's what Father Tim's about. And if you see Nature of Fire logo advertised on things, that means that that's a nonprofit that I started so that I can help cover the cost of other things. You'll see our food truck at different events. The reason why we have the food truck at a free cost to the parish is because the Nature of Fire Evangelization pays for it. My whole goal in life since I've encountered Jesus is to bring others to him. That's what I want for you. That's what he's given me the gifts for, and that's where I put all my gifts and time and talent and money in service to. So I'm happy to pay for these things. I'm happy to do whatever I can to make it so that you can come into these events. And when you see how good it is and when you encounter Jesus, then you can bring others into it with you. It's an easy invite to say, come to my church. We're going to have a food truck there with the world's best burgers, and they are the world's best burgers. And then we have a beautiful talk on one of the aspects of the church, the sacraments, the community of life, something that you can learn and then take with you. I'm so excited to continue this journey with you. I'm so excited to see you guys at our next events and our upcoming events, and I'm so excited to get to know each one of you better. God bless.